Could have fooled me.
I can fool you. Why are you the upset fairy this time?
That's just giving me this whole fucking
upset
stream.
fairy today.
I'm so fucking pissed. I'm so fucking pissed, Elena.
Pissed about what?
Everything.
Okay.
I'm just a little water balloon.
We're in Sin City today.
We're in Sin City?
Yes.
The behind the scenes of that movie is actually is pretty interesting stuff.
The Bis is pissed. There's a movie called Sin City?
Yeah, based on the comic book Sin City.
There's a comic book called Sin City?
Yeah, there's a comic book called Sin City, based on the concept of a city with sin in it. This music sounds like Shovel Knight to me. There's like evil rouges here. Oh.
Yeah. Evil Rouge
like
the
rogues?
Bat. No, Rouge the Bat.
I know, that's the joke, because I'm saying that Evil Rouge should be called Rogue.
I think you'd be called Rogue.
I don't...
There's an X-Men character named Rogue.
In fairy terms, I am a rogue princess, as it's known. Oh my god, did you see my reblog of the Tumblr post about how consistent the personifications of sin are? Because I had what I considered to be vaguely interesting thoughts about that. Because basically it's like...
I remember this boss. This is from one of the Castlevania games I played. I remember it took me a while to figure out how to fight it, because it wasn't very clear. They made it much more clear here.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah. I don't think it had such an obvious weak point in the original iteration of it. There you go. I'm probably gonna play one of the Game Boy Castlevanias this year next month. For this year's Halloween streams. I've been hurt by the Evil Rouge. This doesn't feel much like a city, I'm gonna be honest. Who was that character? Was evil somebody else? Papyrus Undertale? What? Why did Papyrus come up?
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
I wasn't. I looked away for 1 second, and I.
Okay. So basically, right. The original post was like, why is it that like when people depict gluttony, it's like a creature that eats all the food or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
But then lust, instead of being lustful, makes you horny. Like why is that how it works? That's inconsistent. And they were like, either gluttony has to be a chef to make them both things that make you feel that way, or lust has to be like a little horny gremlin, a little horny sex pest, you know, to make it even, right? And then I replied basically saying I was imagining what it'd be like if you had characters that were both, right? And I realized that usually when they're both, it kind of redeems them a bit.
But we're in the blood water.
Because, like, imagine a character's like a seductress, right? You know, that's quite often coded as, like, duplicitous, right? Like, they want you to be horny to get something out of you, right? And a sex pest is bad because, you know, they only care about their own interest, their own, you know, gratification, not your well-being, right? But somebody who's horny and wants you to be horny too is just a lover, you know? Like, that's just healthy. And then I was like, well, you know, if you have like a guy who eats a lot, but
like
he also cooks the food,
you're just ending up removing the sin, essentially. Yeah,
by making it mutual, you know? Like, Gluttony would just be like a foodie chef guy, you know? Probably, you know, that's like fine,
Look, it's
you know?
death.
But I was going through them, right? Like I said, that if somebody
the capital of sin.
It's a capital of sin. Oh yeah, because it's Sin City. But yeah, the reason Papyrus comes up, right, is I go through like a short list of examples, right? And I'm like, if somebody's wrathful and wants you to be wrathful too, that sounds like solidarity, you know? Like, I'm angry and you should be too, you know? And I was like, if somebody's proud of themselves and wants you to be proud too, that's just Papyrus's characterization in Untamed.
That's how
like, that's the thing with, yeah, because that's the thing with Papyrus, is that he is incredibly egotistical, but in a way where, like, he doesn't think he's above anybody else, he just thinks everything and everybody is great. So it all kind of, like, feels fine, you know?
Who the fuck is this?
That's Honey the fucking cat. That's the persona of one of the characters from, is it Virtua Fighter or Fighting Vipers or whatever? I know that the people that made Sonic the Fighters also made a a human fighting game. And when they made Sonic the Fighters, there was a scrapped character
fighting game. A game where you fight humans.
I don't know, well, some of them would be cute, probably.
You aren't human. You fight humans. It's a human fighting game.
Okay, okay. What are you then, like an ant?
Sure. A whole host of ants.
Oh, so it's like so is it like Pikmin or Wonderful 101, kind of?
Oh, this reminds me, I learned some interesting ant facts today. I learned that there's a couple species of ants where the males of the species have diverged evolutionarily so far that they are technically their own separate species. Like, their genome is so completely different from the females of the species that they're not actually the same species.
Wait, does that make sense? I thought species was based on crossbreed compatibility or something.
No, it's just that the female ants of the species are able to produce male ants of a different species.
That doesn't...
Like, they have two separate... They have two separate reproductive, like, channels. And in one of them they produce their own species, and in one of them they produce an entirely separate species.
That feels like high derivement. It doesn't feel like... I feel like they're using the term flower,
no,
like the two species flowerly here.
Well, the males have a completely different genome. They are not the same species.
Well, but you say completely different, but it's like, are they ants? They're gonna be mostly the same as ants!
They're different species of ant. That is, like,
species is not based on total shared genome. That's not how the term works.
It's also, apparently, it appears to have arrived via parasitism. So, like, they were a different species, and they've, like, combined now, essentially.
Okay, now that's the interesting part. What the fuck?
It's like they are two different species. And they're somewhat related. They seem to have diverged about 5 million years ago.
So that's
but
kind
the
of like if
divergement
people
was just
started.
sort of... Uh-huh.
So that's kind of like if humanity like developed like a fourth sex that was just vampires, right? I think the vampires is the only example I can think of like a parasitic human.
Also, ants have like a weird genetic system as well, where they are more closely related to, like the queens of the species are more closely related to other queens of the species than they are even to their own offspring.
I'm gonna be honest here, right? I have like a real hot take here, right?
Uh-huh.
I think that
So like it's sort of like, so despite the fact that the males are a different entire species, it's mostly business as usual for them.
So wait, are you telling me that the real secret of ants is that all their leaders are basically the exact same and the workers should rise up against them?
Because I was saying that queen ants are incentivized to raise sister queens more than they are incentivized to raise their own children. Because
that's like the thing
they
that's
share more
interesting
DNA.
about. Yeah, that's the thing that's interesting about eusociality is that like it's kind of like genetic capitalism. In a really weird way.
And basically, so like they mate like once, and then they just continue like producing eggs from like the one time they received sperm, essentially, right? And so when they run out of sperm, then they just start spamming out males.
You can't say spamming.
That's what the post said. I'm using their words because I thought it was funny.
Dude, stop making males. It's cheap.
Because apparently males are what you get from unfertilized eggs. But fertilized eggs always produce females. So...
Oh my fucking god. You know that would be like the basis of some sort of ant slur. like there'd be a slur for like males would just be, oh, you cumless prick.
Oh my god.
Like
Oops. Because they said that ant genetics are really weird because usually, like most species are diploid with their genes, right? You have one set of genes from one parent and one set of genes from another parent, and they combine, right? It's called diploid. Haploid is when there's just one set of genes.
Yeah.
Just that's it. Kind of like some like single cell organisms have and stuff, right? Ants are both haploid and diploid. Some members of the species are haploid, where they only have one set of genetics, like the male ants, and then the rest of them are diploid, where they have the two sets.
Wait, so just checking something, right? Okay. So you know, queen ants have like a like a different genome, right? That's different than bees, right? Because with bees, it's
bees
like
are
they
the
eat the royal. Wait, no, they are.
Yeah, bees have the same
I
genetic system.
thought bees had to eat royal jelly to turn into queens, but it's like a thing any of them can do.
Yeah, it's still the same genetic system though.
So the queen bee is genetically different from everything else.
No, it isn't.
No, but the queen ant is different genetically than the other ants.
No. It's just like a hormonal thing. Like.
Oh wait, but you were saying that the queens of different species of ants are more close to each other than they are to the.
Yeah, that's just their weird genetics. They're more closely related to each other than they are to their children.
Of different species. They're more closely related to each other of different species.
No, of the same species. They're more related to their own sisters than they are to their offspring.
Okay, I get what you mean now.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. So, like, any ant that the ant was born with is more closely related to them than the ant who they were birthed from. That's what I mean. Also there's this motherfucker from Ghosts and Goblins.
Such a disrespectful way to refer to Grignolt.
Grignolt. All these like little, all these stuff that shoots out are red herring. It's just the stuff on the ground that hurts you. That was why I got killed last time, was I didn't realize that, because there was so much shit going on. I wasn't paying attention to the part that actually hurts you, because I didn't know what hurt you. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so that's the thing, is that so basically, male ants are genetic clones of the queens. Like, they're produced via cloning, as opposed to via sexual reproduction. Isn't that interesting?
That's pretty interesting.
But they're not exactly clones, because they only have half of the gene. They just have a really bizarre setup, basically.
Oh, hey Garby, how's it going?
Hello, welcome to the stream. Oops.
Oh yeah, this hack really fucking goes hard. It's a concept that probably nobody else would have come up with, executed with absolutely no, what's the word, like fucking no compromise. And that's some of the best art that exists. You're telling me red armors have kings, aces, and jokers?
The thing that's, there's one thing that's bothering me though, which is just that the boss fights take 1,000,000 years.
I think that's the point of the entire hack, is that the bosses take 1,000,000 years.
Yeah, but it's not particularly because they're difficult, it's just because there's only like 2 seconds you can hit them for at a time.
Oh, so you tell me it's like Sonic Superstars? Disclaimer, I love Sonic Superstars, it's also true. Sometimes things are just true.
That's the so I mentioned earlier on the stream I've been playing Metroid Prime 2. My only issue with that game is that the bosses are just kind of stupid so far. They're all really simple, but they take 1,000,000 hits to kill. So, oh, come on.
I'm gonna be honest,
cycle.
I never had, like, the most especially positive opinion of any of the bosses I fought in any Metroid Prime game.
I felt like they were better in Metroid Prime 1 just because, you know, there was some amount of thought you had to put into them. Like, you had to figure out their weak point and stuff like that.
Their point is its point.
So it was a little bit more interesting than what I've been experiencing in Prime 2. My main issue, of course, with Prime 2 is that I am playing the original version and the controls are weird. So I've been slowly getting used to it. Like, it's not like they don't work, because obviously the game was designed with those controls in mind. There we go, I finally beat him.
You say weird, I say funny.
Funny?
Which practically has very little difference, but you know.
Oh, that was a mid-boss, by the way. The level's still going.
Oh my god, my vocabulary has been ruined.
Huh?
I thought you were insulting it for a second.
No.
I thought that was a mid-boss!
No. Oops, I've died. I've died in the blood water.
You gotta watch out for the blotter.
I guess it's just blood. Because, like, there's a sign there that just says blood level. There we go. I have lowered the blood water.
Is blood that harmful to be in real life?
Well, I mean, you're probably gonna get some kind of disease, but in
Okay,
the,
well,
in the
yeah,
short
but
term, no.
Yeah, but you don't lose like a quarter of a ring of disease points.
I was gonna say, like
it's not like starts getting like low-level infections.
Oops. In the short term, no, you're not gonna die instantly from jumping into a pool of blood. But you will probably die sometime a bit later.
Has there ever been a piece of vampire media that has addressed the issues of infection?
You think a vampire could get infected?
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking questions, okay? They could, at the very least, with their dirty fangs, transmit stuff, and then maybe.
Yeah, you know what they transmit? It's being a vampire.
No, because they can feed on people. No, they don't. You only become a vampire if they kill you and they put their blood back in. I think, or something like that. It's like something they have to put their blood in. I think, I don't know. Because the problem is you can't just have a situation where every time you eat somebody,
well, then again,
like they become another one of you.
Vampire facts. There's just like, you know, like vampires are definitely this. It's like when people start talking about like things that ghosts definitely do or whatever, and it's just like.
Well, the difference is that ghosts are real, though.
Okay. Yeah, sure they
and
are. Yeah, you know, people thought vampires were real in like the 18th century or whatever.
In fact, I have a statement to say about ghosts, right?
Uh-huh.
We have at least one instance of a ghost that we know for a fact had the body of a pig.
Shut up.
But we have never heard of a ghost having any other kind of body. Ergo, they all have the body of a pig. So the scientific assumption.
Oh my god.
That's STEM logic for you there. Isn't that like the anthropic principle or whatever?
I've never heard of that. It's a shame we're playing this month. This would have gone hard for something to do next month.
Oh, it would have.
We would have had the cross section of Sonic and Spooky Month.
I mean, we could just very sneakily fuck off and then just come back next month. Yeah,
well, maybe we could have done that if you'd remembered that the Sonic Fan Fest had already started and we were streaming that today. But you told me we're streaming this today, so that's what we're doing.
I'm sorry for ruining everything forever.
I've got a handful of games ready for next month. We're gonna do Ghoul Patrol, which is the sequel to Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which I streamed last year. We're gonna do Game Boy Castlevania. There's a Game Boy Color Halloween racing game I'm going to play. It was made by the people who made Race to the Line, which is how I found that when I was researching for the video I made about Race to the Line.
Hey, just
checking. Nightmares 3. We're gonna play that pumpkin game. Yes.
We've definitely like streamed Mario Blue Twilight DX before, right?
I've never heard of it.
Okay, so we're streaming Mario Blue Twilight DX next month as well, I guess.
Okay. What is that?
It's like a really prominent old Mario fan game that's Halloween themed.
Oh, okay, perfect.
It was one of the first fan games I've ever played.
Is it like a creepypasta thing?
No, it's just goofy fun.
Okay.
I think it's just Princess Peach got kidnapped by Dracula this time.
Did you see what just happened?
I'm watching.
Absolutely incredible.
Oh, Elena, you're a wonderful creature.
It's a face. Look at
it's emerged from all the cheese balls.
The Oots cheese balls.
At work, they have like this one product that like changes every cycle, right? Like it's always some sort of dippable cheese object, right? But sometimes it's like a cheese bite, sometimes it's a chili cheese bite, sometimes it's a halloumi fry, sometimes it's a mozzarella stick, right?
Sometimes I'm made out of cheese.
Well, that sounds quite nice.
Sometimes
but regardless,
I'm real cheesy.
I've noticed. But whenever I order those, I just call them cheese balls, regardless of what it actually is. I don't think they're ever called cheese balls, actually. I just call them that, and like, you can always tell that the person on counter is like mildly annoyed that I'm not using the actual term. But it's really funny to me.
So what do y'all think of Mr. Face over here? What's everybody's opinion on Mr. Face?
I think it's the worst character design in the game so far. I'm sorry.
But he's so
I don't
spooky.
know.
He's a face.
It's not spooky. They're the cheese boys.
He's a cheese boy. He's here to advertise Kraft mac and cheese. He's their new mascot. Anybody remember the Cheezosaurus Rex?
No, let me look it up. Jeez.
He's the new Cheezosaurus Rex. This looks like something I would have put in gray area, though. Like if he was in grayscale.
God, this is the worst fucking mascot design I've ever seen. Oh wait, that's the because I saw a video where somebody like dubbed over the Cheezosaur falling into the mac and cheese and was like, ooh, oh no, my flesh melting, ooh, edgy. So I guess I've seen that like thing once.
See, if this guy was in grayscale, he would fit right in gray area, though, right?
Yeah.
It looks like something I could have put in gray area.
Wait, what's been clicked? Oh, I know what this is gonna be.
What was it?
It was your little oopsie daisy.
Okay. Oops. I've had many oopsie daisies over the course of this fight. This guy's going in the thumbnail, by the way. This is what the thumbnail for the stream is going to be, is this guy.
I appreciate, by the way, that you kept the clip going long enough to catch me laughing like fucking Scratch from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. That was not intentional.
Is this channel I've watched a few videos from recently? It's just about like technical details in Half-Life and Half-Life 2. I think they might have done one about Portal. I think that's how I found the channel. But anyway, it catches me off guard because every time I start the video, they're so quiet. They're like, "Hello everybody, Half-Life is a game," and I'm like, "What? Why are you so quiet?" They're like really quiet and monotone. It's really funny. And then I usually end up clicking out of the videos because the really quiet monotone presentation starts getting boring. Unfortunately. Because you're talking about like technical details and stuff, which is not always the most exciting concept, but like people can make it interesting, you know? Like I watch retro game mechanics explained, you know, and that channel's fun, right? But this one it's just like, I'm sorry. You need to put a little bit more energy in there, I think. They're good for putting on when I want to go to sleep, though. Oops. Man, I'm really sucking at this fight. Bis. Did you see the hot one, Bis?
No. Oh, because the stream delay I did! Never mind.
Great.
Oh, thank you for stream delay. God, I fucking hate these fucking cheese balls. I'm like getting sick of this aesthetically.
I'm sorry I suck at this fight so much and you have to keep looking at them.
Oh, it's okay, little Ninus. It's okay. It's okay.
I keep getting impatient. If I just wait just a little bit, it'll be fine.
Elena, that's literally your problem in like every game you've ever played ever is just...
Absolutely shut up. Completely and totally shut up, please. I'm starting to get it figured out. Damn it. I'm getting it figured out a little bit. Fuck me. I got impatient again. I'm trying to do it as fast as possible. For some reason. I always become speedrun minded, but I suck as a speedrunner, so...
I think the irony of being a speedrunner is it's usually about patience. Hello everybody, we're on attempt number 2073 of Jump 2.
Jump 2. I like to think Jump 2 is the name of the game that they're playing.
Jump 2!
The sequel to Jump.
Jump 2 has like the name. The name sounds like
Funny too.
I was gonna say like a 2000s movie where it's like a comedy about some people trying to get good at basketball, I guess, because that's where the jump comes in. It's a feel-good family movie, and there's a dog. But the dog doesn't play basketball in this one. It's not
like Air Bud.
No. The Bud's on the ground.
Bud's got all 4 feet on the fucking ground this time.
In fact, the feet are slightly under the ground. The dog has been cemented to the floor.
Ooh, did you see that extra hit I got in there? That was sick.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. I managed to kill finally.
Does this game have the insta-shield?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's a ROM hack of Sonic 3.
I feel like if you're making like a Sonic ROM hack that's about fighting bosses, you've got to have the insta-shield.
I've never understood what the insta-shield does exactly.
Okay, so there's two things, right? Number one, it gives you a very small window of iframes, right? And it extends your hitbox. So you can attack an enemy through something that would normally hurt you, basically.
Oh, we're fighting. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's sick. Usually death, like, floats. Oh, he's fucking sick.
Oh my fucking god!
Look at him all stands up. He's sick as hell.
Oh,
death is horrifying.
Holy shit! Can I be real for a second here?
Yeah.
This is what Papyrus thinks he's like in his imagination.
Imagine being the literal embodiment of death and then still aura farming.
Well, I think nobody else has more right to aura farm other than death. Like...
You are Death himself, and you're still, like, fucking trying to look cool as hell. Like, I feel like you just look cool as hell by default.
I feel like this is the... I feel like this is the way that, like, you know the Castlevania Netflix show version of Death?
I do not. I don't know anything about the Castlevania Netflix show.
I think he was only in like a couple scenes, right?
Uh-huh. When it was new, I didn't have Netflix. Also, he's spin dashing. He makes the spin dash sound when he does that.
That's sick. Oh.
It's great. I love this ROM hack, it's so funny. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, I suppose.
I just remember
Could you
that, like,
imagine if this crossover had, like, existed, like, at the time when the Sega Genesis was current? like, just like Konami and Sega got together and made this?
That would be a much brighter timeline than the one we're in now.
I see.
But yeah, Elena, if you, I don't know if you probably wouldn't be interested in the Castlevania Netflix show, but
you don't think so?
I've been like, I don't know. I could be honest, it didn't sound maybe that great overall.
I see.
But I know that, like, the way they wrote Death is kind of funny. He's only had, like, a few scenes. But he was, like, voiced well. And he had some, like, really choice quotes, like, "Isn't it strange that only human hands can reach into hell? I just think it's weirdly fucked up is all. I can't do that."
I see. I didn't know the show was silly goofy.
I don't think it is silly goofy is the thing. I just think, like, he's the one goofy thing in it.
Oh. I don't think I'm gonna beat this today. This seems pretty hard. Like, this one is, like, actually difficult. As well as taking a million hits, seemingly.
Can't believe it. Sonic's dead and Death is fly as hell.
Look at him, he's so fucking cool. We love him for that. Ever think about on the original Castlevania, Death is pink for some reason? Like, I know they had a limited color palette, but, like, they didn't have to choose pink. Like, that was a deliberate choice they made to make Death pink.
Okay, so number one, right?
Uh-huh.
I think you're misreading here, actually. I'm looking at the screenshot, right?
Uh-huh.
So, number one, right, okay, in the background tiles seem to be mostly orange in that room, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think the choice to go for sort of like a sort of lavender color is to, like, contrast that a bit, maybe.
I see.
The other thing is I think that, like, Death is supposed to be like in shadow, or like somewhat shadowed, but like have a light desaturated palette, you know?
I see.
So I think that, like, if this version of Death you could actually see him, the cloak might be like a desaturated, like maybe like just a desaturated, like, I don't know, it'd be like some sort of grey or something, right? And the skull would probably be white. But like they have to find a color that works for both, or something. So they're like cast in like shadow, and the shadow's purple, so that it makes it pink, or something like that. I don't know. I think that, like, I don't think the implication is that Death is pink, although this is more of a lavender pink anyway.
You know, I just had a thought. Something you could do.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's ever done this idea before. I'm sure somebody has. But it's like, so Death is often shown with like the scythe, right? Like he's reaping souls, right? Like he's
Yeah.
harvesting them. Could you imagine making like a world building thing where it's set up like the whole world is actually just Death's like farm? Like he's just farming people for their souls. Like that's literally what existence is.
Oh, I don't like the idea of Death as a farmer. Could you imagine Death walking
The whole world
up?
is his farm.
Death walks up as just chewing like a cornstalk. Hey up.
I think instead
Time
it
to
would be
bring
just
in
like
the
somebody's arm
harvest.
or something.
Well, okay, I guess it'd have to be. I guess it'd have to be a finger.
He's chewing a finger.
I almost went for like a dick, but then I had to like pull myself back.
Oh my god.
Although then again, though, like if he's harvesting the soul, right?
Uh-huh.
The soul is the actual like vegetable, right?
Uh-huh. So he's got a ghost hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah. The ghost just waves at you.
He's good friends with that ghost.
Oh, that's a cute relationship concept, I think.
I'm gonna give this a couple more
Death and the
tries
Chew
and then I'm gonna
Ghost.
move on to Ridge Racer.
I mean dynamic, that's the word I meant to say. Dynamic. It's really interesting, like Sonic sprite in this game, right? Because
Pizza.
Because mostly it's just like classic Sonic S. It's mostly just looks like classic Sonic, right?
Uh-huh. He's a little bit more
but then
desaturated.
Yeah, a little bit more saturated. And the quill seams go way to the front of the head, right? Like normally Sonic has a round head that's
Fuck, I couldn't
like
get
in the
away
old
from it.
games. Sonic has like a round head that's uninterrupted, right? And then the spikes
Uh-huh.
emerge from the back. But with this, it's like the dips between the spines show up like really soon, almost as if it's like a modern Sonic 3D model.
You wanna know something kind of funny about our dogs?
Yeah.
So our dog Kiki doesn't mind, like, laying down with our other dog Rainy. But Rainy refuses to lay down somewhere that Kiki already is. It's really funny. Like,
Oh,
I
that's
saw Rainy
depressing.
come over and, like, want to get on the chair, but Kiki was already there. But, like, if Rainy's on the chair, then Kiki will happily get in there anyway.
Mm.
Alright, last time. There's like one spot that like Rainy really likes to sleep, but sometimes Kiki will sleep there. And I just watch her often go over there. Like she looks like, you know, she really wants to go lay over there, right? See that Kiki's there and then walk away with like this really disappointed lug. It's just like, come on, you two could share. I just think it's funny that only one of them is fine with sharing. Oh. Well, that's that for now. We'll play it again maybe next month.
Yeah, I'll play it next month, and next time we stream, it's going to be Sonic FanFest stuff, almost certainly, probably.
And then after that, it's gonna be Sage, right?
Sage has to be coming up soon, I think, so that's definitely going to be on the list.
Hooray!
Is the Chow Expo going to be on this year? Or is that just what Sonic FanFest changed its name to? Because I know there was like a Chow Expo thing at one point.
Alright, RetroArch, you come back, please.
Okay, you doing Ridge Racer now?
Yes. Are you leaving?
Ah, yeah. You know, I gotta go play Silk
Aw.
Song with the demon.
Oh.
And also I gotta do concept art
Can't
for
believe you're playing
unnamed
that.
project.